The Tale of Kofi and the Night Child. In a small village nestled between dense forests and rolling hills lived a widower named Kofi. He had one daughter, Amara, who was as kind as she was beautiful. After the death of his wife, Kofi married a woman named Nana, who had a daughter from her previous marriage named Ya. Ya was quiet and reserved, often keeping to herself. One day, Amara and Ya ventured into the forest to gather herbs. Deep in the woods, they encountered a strange old woman who warned them of the Night Child, a mysterious being said to be born from a forbidden union and destined to bring misfortune. The old woman gave them a warning. Beware the one who births the Night Child, for it will bring sorrow to the father's house. Unfazed by the warning, the girls continued their gathering, but as they ventured deeper, Ya strayed off the path, drawn by an unseen force. Amara searched for her, calling out her name, but Ya was nowhere to be found. Hours passed before Ya finally returned, her eyes distant, her steps slow. Amara knew something was wrong, but Ya refused to speak of what had happened. Weeks passed, and strange things began to happen in the village. Ya, once thin and frail, began to grow round and full, as if with child. The villagers whispered among themselves, wondering who the father could be. Kofi, troubled by the rumors, asked Ya who was responsible, but she remained silent, a deep sadness in her eyes. Nana, worried and angry, accused Amara of hiding the truth, but Amara knew nothing. The village healer, a wise old woman, was called to examine Ya. After a long silence, she looked at Kofi and said, "The child she carries is no ordinary child. It is the Night Child, born from the union of spirits." Kofi was horrified. How could this be? He had not taken another wife, nor had Ya been with anyone. Yet the healer insisted that the child was his, born from a mysterious force that had bewitched Ya in the forest. The night of the birth was dark and stormy. The winds howled through the village, and the rain fell in torrents. Ya labored through the night, her cries echoing through the walls of Kofi's house. The villagers stayed indoors, fearing the birth of the Night Child. As dawn broke, Ya gave birth to a baby boy. But this was no ordinary child. His eyes glowed with an eerie light, and his skin was as pale as the moon. The moment he was born, the storm ceased, and an eerie calm settled over the village. Kofi looked at the child, and for the first time, he understood the old woman's warning. This was his son, born not of flesh, but of spirit, and destined to bring sorrow to his house. Overwhelmed by grief and fear, Kofi fled the village, never to return. Ya raised the Night Child alone, hidden away from the world. The villagers spoke of them in hushed tones, and the tale of the father who unknowingly sired the Night Child became a legend, passed down through generations as a warning of the dangers of the enchanted forest.